Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. And I'm just replying to a message real quick. So, what we had to do next, our next step was making a brine. Okay, so I'm going to explain that in a second. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to bring this to a boil. So what you're going to be using is, it's 3 quarts of water, 1 cup of canning or pickling salt, and 1 quart of vinegar. Okay? So what we did is we actually made a double batch, and I'm going to show you that in a second. And I have that on the stove right now. So I'm going to turn this around. But here's the distilled vinegar and your pickling salt. Obviously you guys know what water is, so I don't have to show you that. Alright, so I'm going to, hold on a second. So you take that and you put it in a pan, obviously, and you want to bring that to a boil. Okay, so that's what we're working on right now, is getting that to a boil. So that's that part of it. So let me cover that back up. So then the next thing we did is we have the lids in here, getting them to it. They're going to go to a boil as well. And then in here we have 6 canning jars. All right, and we're going to bring them to a boil so that the cans are all ready to go. So that is the step that we're working on right now. And so once we get to that point, and you can see the fires going there. So once those, it shouldn't be that long, and we'll have that part of it squared away. You want to show them with the other thing too?
No, I need, where's your onion?
Oh, okay, we'll go out in the garden and we'll get some.
I'll go get one.
All right, well, as you go in the garden,
yeah.
right, you're going to see the first row of stuff. You'll see them right there.
Okay.
So, bringing that to a boil. Now, here's the thing: is with these pickles, you don't have to, can them as far as getting them to seal. Because once we get everything packed up, we could leave them like that. They're not going to last as long. But we're going to actually do the canning process of them too, so that the lids seal. So we're looking at 15 to 20 minutes in the water once we get to that point. We'll get the 6 all set up and ready to go, and we got the pickles are here. They've been sitting now. Let me take a look how long we're looking at here. It's an hour and a half already, so they can sit for an hour to 2 hours is minimum is what you want to have them sit for. And I got my little list of things here. So once we get this part all ready to go, then I'll show you the last step of how we're going to have and actually making the pickles. And like I said, the pickles, we're going to can the pickles so that the top seal. You don't have to do that. That's an option. It depends on how fast you plan on using them. I obviously want these to last a while, so we're definitely going to be doing the canning process with them. So that is what this part is going to be. This is part 2 of doing this. And there's Miss Molly sitting there. Got a couple of the other kittens are over here. Mrs. Soxy right there. And there's the other 3. So everybody's doing good. I did want to mention too, the other day you guys were talking about the runt and how the runt wouldn't eat any of the other food. What I did do, I don't know if I told you this or not already, I may not have. I had ham off the bone, and I took the ham off the bone and I used that and gave that one a couple of small pieces of ham, and the runt ate that right away. So the runt is doing fine. It's eating off its mother fine. They're all doing well. The runt over here, he hangs out with his brothers and sisters, whoever. I don't even know what sex they are yet. We won't be able to know that for sure until they're about 10 weeks. But I thought they were all girls, but then somebody said with cats, the males, their balls don't drop until about 10 weeks, so then you'll know if it's a male or a female. So right now we have no idea what we have as far as what sexes they are. But so they're, they all interact really, really well. And the cat's fine. He's just the runt. And but he's a good cat. So he's the runt. This one here, see which one's laying down there sleeping. Okay, this one over here This one is our crier. He likes to cry a lot. That one's Slugger. We call that one Slugger. And then these are actually the two that we're going to plan on keeping, because that's Eddie's favorite is the darker one, and Heather's favorite and the most aggressive, the alpha cat, is the white and gray one. So those two we're definitely keeping. The other three, if anybody is interested, let me know. We have 3 cats that we're willing to give away. So that's what's happening here. So anyway, I will be showing you the next step of this once we get to that point. And I know it's kind of like, boring. I hope it's not boring for you guys. I hope you're learning something. But we're doing this methodically, and I just want to show you each step of the way. So it's kind of hard to really, I don't do any editing, so I don't piece anything together. So that's why it's going to be basically a 3-part video. So this is part 2. The next part will be up tomorrow, and you'll be able to see that there. But remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. That's it. Okay? And, real important. Don't listen to negativity. Continue to prep. Continue to get ready. If you guys can get into canning, very, very smart thing to do. Buy things in bulk and then get canning. Oh, I was going to show you this too. Started harvesting tomatoes out of the garden today as well. So we started doing that, and there's more to pick. So that's where we're at. And I will show you part 3 here shortly. So I'm going to show you the babies again. Here comes Slugger. And then we got the other guys over there. So anyway, that's it, guys. I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.